Imagine not being able to do the simplest tasks, your daily tasks that your mates are able to do. This is the story of two friends who lived in a village. In that village, they were all called wonderful twins. The reason they were called wonderful twins was because of how close they were. These two friends were living with physical disability. One was blind, he has lost his eyesight, and the other one was confined to a wheelchair, he was crippled. These two friends, their life in the village was that of hell. It was a struggle daily because they have to beg for everything they can survive on. They beg for food, they beg for water, they beg for every other alms possible just to be able to live and survive in the village. So after a while, they thought to themselves that this cannot continue any longer. They were tired of their situation and they were tired of being an embarrassment to the entire village. Instead of just being a body to other people, they thought to themselves, maybe we should just take our life and go because we have no use to anybody in this village. So the blind man asked, how do we do this? Because if we say we should take a poisonous substance to take our lives, that will even be the worst mistake because these villagers will even mock at our corpse. And besides, we have no family or children to mourn our demise. And I'm very sure we will not even be given a proper funeral rites like they do to the average person in the village because we are not useful. So they canceled the plan of taking poisonous substance to take their life. Instead, the crippled guy suggested we should just take ourselves to the river and drown ourselves in the water. That way, for once, we will be useful by providing nutrient and food to the aquatic animals in the water. And the water will return the favor by hiding our bodies from the face of the villagers that we never really loved. So this was the best idea they could come up with. They concluded we will go to the river and drown ourselves. So one day, they actually carry out that move. They led by the crippled guy, supported behind him, pushed behind him on the wheelchair by the blind guy. They made their way to the river. When they got to the river, they sat down very quietly. And after some time, tears began to fall from their eyes. They cried and wept bitterly and hugged themselves because they said, this is going to be the last time we will ever see each other, my friend. So after that, they asked themselves, who is to go first? The blind man said, I think you should go first, told the crippled guy. The crippled guy said, okay, no, I will do that. The blind man said, once I hear you drown yourself because I can't see, I would follow suit by drowning myself, by throwing myself inside the water so that we'll all go together. So the crippled guy agreed and decided to go first. So on his way to the waters, he thought to himself, what if this, my friend, doesn't really mean what he's saying? What if I just go ahead and drown myself and this guy refused to do the same thing? I would just be the one that's losing while he would just go back to the village and continue living his life. He said, you know what? I'm going to do this. Instead of drowning myself, I'm going to pick a stone and throw it inside the water and let him hear the sound as if I am actually drowning. So he said, okay, I'm going to do that. So he picked a stone, a big stone, and let it out inside the water. Immediately, the blind man heard the sound. He began to cry because he thought his friend is gone. He began to weep while his crippled friend was by the corner, just watching us to see the reaction of what his friend is actually going to do, to see if the friend would actually follow suit. But unfortunately, to his surprise and shock, when he finished crying and weeping, he turned around and decided to make his way back to the village, saying, I don't think I want to go through this way of taking my life. This is too painful. Life is precious. I cannot take my life, no matter the difficult situation I am in. I will just go back to the village and continue living. Who knows? I might find favor in the eyes of some people in the village who will decide to take care of me. While he was shocked and amazed at the same time, his crippled friend called out to him and said, my friend, I am not dead yet. What did you learn from this story? And who is deceiving who in this story? Please let me know your reaction in the comment section. Thank you.